Abby Evans 2087. The media product I created was a music video called Love Like This, performed by Codeline. The premises of the music video is that the couple are trying to make this work, but ultimately cannot, as it is doomed to fail from the beginning, but they keep trying in order to stay together. The song lyrics itself say that love like this won't last forever, so I decided to work on that with the plotline in the music video, linking the song to music video together. My media product was stuck with and challenged the conventions of a music video. Love Like This challenged the conventions of a traditional music video, as a performance-based piece was shot as point of view. The point of view performance made it seem more direct to the audience, and the song is sung to the person behind the camera rather than being the person in shot. The female singing the song instead of the male singer made it more energetic of a performance in comparison to the male singing it. It also makes it more romantic as she's singing to him instead of making the song seem to be a repeat of what the woman has said to the partner in the relationship. The idea of having a woman singing made it more relatable to a wider audience, with the audience of an already existing band set up and its majority being women. It made it more relatable whilst creating the music video as its own, and also challenging the conventions. The convention of the music video title, artist and album title appearing on the bottom left and then again at the bottom right at the end was challenged, as the idea of removing this element and making it as a main focus, almost like the title sequence from a film, then meant the idea of the music video challenged conventions and became like a mini movie taking place throughout the song. The idea came from viewing many short films and the analysis research. The idea continued on throughout the planning and even in storyboarding. The idea of the song title, album and artist being huge on the screen was a priority, although it changed throughout the process. I did, however, keep the idea of a romantic music video. The convention of the song being upbeat is followed throughout, with bright colours and the romantic love interest being male and female. By keeping this the same conventions, I also stuck with the overall idea of a romantic music video that is narrative based. I feel that the combination between my main product and auxiliary text work well together, as they're both light and fun looking. The brightness of the poster and video in contrast to the album creates a change throughout but keeps continuity. The overlay between both of the images is the same but with colour changes. The texture created by the layer used makes it link together well as it being a light leak. It makes it link with the video, as the entire video is covered in light leaks to add to the overall product. It also meant that I stick with the romantic light idea of the music video in comparison to it just being colour. It created a depth to the video, whereas the video without looked as though it was missing something. The brightness of the product keeps the upbeat feeling of the song. If it were to be blue or red, it would change the feel of the product, with red making it seem more angry whilst blue making it feel detached from the other products. I did, however, do this for the poster pictures, as the song is, after all, about a love that won't last. And I did want that element in there. I chose to keep the font basic and bold, as it was to seem more like a homemade music video between the couple. Any change in font lost the effect when placed upon the music video, whilst being kept throughout all the products. For audience feedback, the constructed questionnaire was given out to multiple people. The response was positive, but with minor details they would have changed, down to preference and creative decision. From the audience feedback I received, I found that some would have preferred to have the male perform instead of the female singing, but my way of challenging conventions would have been affected by this choice, so I decided to continue with the female singing instead of the male. Having a male singer would have been too predictable towards the song, and it was more fun having a female sing with high level of enthusiasm. The light blur overlay divided opinion, with many saying that they liked it, but with one or two saying the overlay at the end was too bright in comparison to the video. I chose to change the overlay at the end in order to change up the light blurs, as the constant overlay seemed to look weak over the final shot. I found the new colour overlay added more vibrancy to the product and created a divide between the new and old parts of the relationship shown in the video. From the audience feedback, I also learnt that I could have used more varied shots when it came to the final product. As it was a point of view music video, I found it was easy to use close-up shots, as though there were actually a couple recording this relationship. I do feature multiple changes in shots, but when not in POV, but as much as the music video is in POV, it seemed like a strange choice of shot in comparison to all the others I had previously used. The font I chose was also questioned when it came to being called blocky. The choice was to stick with the theme of my poster and album cover, The change of fonts would have not made sense when placed with all my other products, and choosing a lesser font would have taken away the impact I wanted from the original music video. The font I chose also kept with the band's original font choice. Keeping a harmony between the original artist and my music video made it clear they were by code line, as their own album cover features the same styles I used in my own. The final suggestion from those who evaluated my product suggested that I should have made more use of objects, but as they were in a field for the majority of the music video, I felt that it would be weird to use objects that were not natural. And even then, there was no flowers or objects around that would organically work when featured, without it looking like it had been placed there purposely. Overall, the feedback I received was helpful in spotting things that may have been altered, as well as praising certain editing choices and techniques. The research that went into the production of Love Like This was relatively simple. Having worked with the actress before in previous productions, I already knew that she would have been interested in being part of the lead female in the music video. The male lead was taken by a friend of both the actress and myself, so I knew the relationship would be easy to show and they would be comfortable in the situation of playing boyfriend and girlfriend. I found that using Blogger was an easy way to keep track of all my production, and what I had and had not done was easy to spot in relation to creating the final product. The blog was an easy way to store all the relevant data needed to map out my progress. Using Photoshop was a must for creating my magazine advert and album cover, as Photoshop was the software I was most comfortable with, and I felt that I knew better than the other softwares available. I chose to use an image from the post from a scene I cut from the final music video, as it did not keep in with the natural settings featured. Using the image, I chose to use the artistic filter, watercolour, by doing it so it altered the image, followed by the crosshatch filter. Not being able to see the original image of the two, I felt that it made it more intriguing to you, as you would have to watch to see. I continued on with the bold font used throughout, which is continued on to the album cover. I, however, with the change in product, changed the colour. I found that the change of purple created a clear change between the two and added to the feel of the music video, being a separate piece of work in comparison to that of the music video itself and the poster. The actual music video was what I found to be the best part of the creation. Using Premiere Pro, I was able to create the idea of the relationship moving backwards and forwards in stages throughout the production, using the speed duration tool. Changing the speed of the clips in the music video was a common feature throughout to show the relationship's changes, as well as the overall effect that I created in comparison to it if I had let the clips run. Being able to change them made it more effective than if I were to left them. Using the black and white filter for the film meant that I was able to change the time and show the changes of the stages of the relationship, such like the song refers to. I can also show the process of the song as well as the couple.